Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss a new chapter, triangles. Here we are having the congruent triangles. So two triangles are said to be congruent if they have exactly the same shape and same size. So what we have in a congruent figure, one of them can be made to superimpose like these two. So they can be superimposed, means they cover exactly. Okay, if two triangles are congruent, then the two triangles overlap each other exactly. It means each part of one triangle falls exactly on the each part of the other triangle. Suppose we are having here, this one is a triangle, this is ABC, and here is we are having as DEF. Okay, so if A fall on D and B fall on E and C fall on F exactly, so they will overlap each other. So what does it mean? That if it is said that these two triangles where exactly fall on each other, they are congruent, then we can say that corresponding part of each triangle are equal, and we can write the other parts as CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So now we will talk about the converse. Okay, converse of this congruency. If corresponding parts of two triangles are equal, then these two triangles are congruent to each other. Is the converse true? Suppose we are having here one triangle, so this we are taking here suppose 45 degree, and this one we are taking here 90 degree, this one 45, and one more triangle we are taking here like this. You can see size is not same. So this is 90, this one is 45, this one is 45. These parts are equal, corresponding parts are equal, but they can superimpose each other. So my dear students, whether the two triangles in this figure overlap each other, they can overlap each other, you will say no, it means two triangles in a figure are congruent or not congruent. Not congruent. Yes, you've got the answer of my question. So it means that if two triangles are congruent to each other, then their corresponding parts are equal. If two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts are equal. But the converse is not true. It means if corresponding parts of two triangles are equal, then two triangles are not congruent. Okay, so already we have discussed about the conditions of the congruency that we have recorded. Here are, you can see here are 6 parts of a triangle, that 3 angles and 3 sides. So to make these two triangles congruent, we are required only the 3 parts. So how can we take these 3 parts? We already discussed that either we can take side, angle, side, included angle. This is 2 sides and the included angle. Here is angle, side, angle, side and angle. So side, all the 3 sides, and then we can take here RHS, and at last we will use angle, side. This is an auxiliary of this property, angle, side, angle. This is an auxiliary of this property, so we can use this one also, angle, side, 2 angles and any of the 3 sides. So we can take this. So these 3 properties we can use here. So let us start with the exercise from NCERT. I am taking, this is the second question that I have taken. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which AD is equals to BC. Angle DAB is given, CBA. Prove the 3 parts. So here we have written, the figure is here, quadrilateral. This is a quadrilateral ABCD, and here AD side, this side is given to equal BC. An angle DAB, this complete angle is equal to angle CBA. This we have taken equal. So now we have to prove that ABD is congruent triangle BAC. So ABD is congruent triangle BAC. So we are taking in this triangle, we will take 3, any of the 3 properties we have seen. So here it is given AD is equal to BC. AD side, that same mark is here, AD is equals to BC, that we have taken, this is side. So here we will write side. and angle DAB. We can see this complete angle of this triangle. This triangle we have taken. This one triangle, this, and other is this one we have taken here. So this angle A, it means DAB, is equals to CBA. So this is an angle we have taken here, and the third is there, AB. Side AB is equals to BA, that is common. So this is the side. So both the triangles ABD congruent triangle BAC, by which congruency? SAS congruency. These two triangles are congruent. What about the second part? BD is equals to AC. You know, earlier, just now we just come to know that if the triangles are congruent, then there are other three parts also equal by CPCT. So we can write here BD is equals to AC, side BD is equals to AC by CPCT, and other angle ABD and BAC. ABD is equals to this one, small one, and BAC. This is BAC. This is small, can be equal by CPCT. So this is the solution of this question. Now we will take the next question here. The next question is here we have taken AD, the third question, AD and BC are equal perpendicular to a line segment AB. Show that CD bisects AB. So the figure is here. This is the figure is given. What is given here? AD is perpendicular to BC. AD is perpendicular. This is AD is perpendicular to, AD and BC. This is AD and BC. Both are perpendicular. AD is perpendicular on AB here, and BC is also perpendicular on AB. So we can see here AD is equals to, it is given also, AD is equals to BC. This is given. We have to prove that OA is equals to OB. Now we can say here that these are two 90 degree, each are 90 degree. So these are the, we can see here the Z figure. So these are the alternate interior angles. So we can say BC is parallel to AD. So we take these two triangles now, OBC and OAD. We have to prove that CD bisects AB. So it means that OA is equals to OB we want to prove. So these two triangles we will take OBC, this is OBC, OAD. In that, this side, this one, this is given OBC and OAD. OBC and OAD. These two are equal because these are 90 degree. It is given that. So this is an angle here. And BC is equals to AD. BC is equals to AD. This is also given. This is side. And BCO. BCO. This angle is equals to this angle. These are alternate interior angles. So we can say here both the triangles are congruent by ASA congruency, and by CPCT we can say OA is equals to OB. Here CD bisects AB. This is hence proved. Now the next question is here, the fourth question we are taking. What is the fourth question here? L and M. This is L and M are two parallel lines intersected by other pair of parallel lines P and Q. We have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. So here we can take, the figure is here given, line L parallel to line M. This line M parallel to line M, and P and Q both are parallel to each other. So what we want to prove? We want to prove that ABC congruent triangle, this is CDA. So in triangle ABC, and in triangle CDA, this is CDA, I have marked here angle 1 is equals to angle 3 because this is a Z figure. So alternate interior angles. So this is an angle. And AC side is equals to CA. This is side and this is common. And angle 2 is equals to angle 4. Again there is a Z figure. So these are angle 2 is equals to angle 4. These are the alternate interior angles. So these two triangles are congruent. The ABC and CDA both are, here the naming is very important. Though it is given here, but the naming is important. Here we have taken A. A, B, C. A is here angle 1 and that is equals to 3. So first we will choose this vertex C because angle 1 is equals to 3. So A is equals to C. So that's why we have written A, and C at the first places. Then B. B is just opposite to D. So here we have written B and D at the same places. And here is C. C means the second angle is equals to 4. Second is C and again 4 is A. So C and A. ABC is congruent to CDA. This naming is very important, but in this question it was given. But this is very important. So by ASA congruency, these two triangles are congruent. Now we are taking the next question. Next question is the sixth question that we are going to take here. This is the sixth question. In this figure, ACAE is equals to AB and AD and angle BAD EAC are given. We have to prove that BC is equals to D. So I've drawn the figure here. This is the question number 6th. It is given that AC is equals to AE. AC is equals to AE. It is given with same color, and AB, this is AB with red color, is equals to AD. Now angle BAD with same color, angle BAD is equals to angle EAC. This is given. We have to prove that BC is equals to DE. BC is equals to DE. So we will choose those triangle, those having these two sides, BC and DE. BC and DE. So we will choose here triangle ABC and triangle ADE. These two triangles will take. But before that, see here, this angle BAD is equals to angle EAC. Now this part is common. This part is extra. If we choose triangle ABC, so this complete angle will be there. It means in that green part, we have to add this small part. And if we take triangle EAD, so we are required this angle. It means in green part, again we have to this part. Means this part is common for both. So what we will do here, we will add angle DAC. DAC, this is smaller part on both the sides. If we add BAD and DAC, what will have angle BAC, this one, and EAC, if we had this DAC, this complete angle will become angle EAD. So let this is first equation. Now our triangle, this complete triangle we are going to take this one, this complete triangle and this triangle. Like we are going to take these two triangles. So here we have angle BAD, this is angle BAD and angle DAC that we have add on. So in triangle ABC and triangle DAE, AC, side AC, that is with the same color, side AC is equals to A, that is given. This is side. And angle BAC is equals angle EAD that we proved about from first. This is an angle. And side AB with same color, AB is equals to AD. This is also given. So by SAS congruency, these two triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC, his congruent triangle DAE. That is by SAS congruency, it means by CPCT we can say BC is equals to AE.